Good evening and welcome to the Brian Stone Memorial Tournament here at JFK Arena in Manchester. I'm Harry Kozlowski here with Jason Bergeron, getting ready to bring you the second night of this tournament as the Bulldogs take on the Pioneers of Trinity. Jason, you were here last night for the start of the tournament, and the Bulldogs got a bit of a wake-up call against the Concord Crimson Tide.
Yeah, it was their first game against Concord this year, and they definitely got a wake-up call. That game ended 7-1 on the losing side for Bedford. But again, early in the season, you're looking to learn and grow. This is a young team, a much new team from last year, and I think they're still finding their way.
Of course, Bedford is undefeated in the regular season with wins over Wyndham. The same Trinity team was their last game. That was a 4-3 win?
4-3 win, yep.
And of course, come from behind win to start the season against Hanover. That's the team that's at this tournament. They'll be playing them as well. But the thing that I saw some of the game yesterday, and the thing that struck me about Concord, they were pretty dominant last year. Well, they haven't lost a step. They're still fast, they're still big, and watching them play yesterday, it was like Concord had 7 skaters against Bedford's 5. It was amazing that they were just, Bedford couldn't clear the zone, and every time they tried, a Concord player was at the point or in the corner to intercept.
Yeah, they looked like a well-oiled machine yesterday, and they're really strong defensively to start, and that's very important. Any hockey team wants to be built from the defensive side of the puck. And then when you add in Brooks Craig, and you add in AJ Down, you add in some of that talent on the forward side, they really did take it to Bedford yesterday, but I don't think it was Bedford's best effort, and I think there's a lot more hockey to be played between those two teams this year.
Well, if you're going to lose 7-1, do it in the Stone tournament when it's really just an exhibition. It doesn't count against your regular season record. So
no doubt,
it's definitely a learning opportunity for the Bulldogs. Looking at the warm-ups, it appears that Tristan Kerr is going to start in net. It was Evan Johnston who was in net yesterday, and Ben Chadney finished things up in the third period. So Kerr is going to get a start. I'm sorry, correction, you say number 1?
Yeah, it looks like Benny's going to be starting this game. Although he's standing in the net, so I'm going on that right now.
We saw Kerr warming up, but maybe you weren't paying that close attention. So it appears that Chadney's going to be the starter here tonight. Now for the Trinity side, and if you're watching on TV, don't adjust your set. They are wearing their elf ugly sweater uniforms for the Christmas. Bryson Lubelchik is one of your starters. Brendan Walsh, number 11, Sam Maurice. Number 37 is Aiden Palmeter.
And the rest of the Trinity Pioneer squad.
And number 8 is their Tyler Manning. And in goal, did you happen to catch the number? Is it Lubelchik or Hepler?
It's Lubelchik.
Lubelchik in net, number 1.
Number 1, Brayden Lubelchik.
There it was.
So Lubelchik is the starter in goal for the Pioneers, and now we're going to give you the Bedford starters.
Number 19, Maddox Muir.
Maddox Muir, captain, senior, number 19.
On defense, number 24, Jeremy Lorenzo.
Jeremy Lorendo, another senior, number 24.
At left wing, number 4, Brendan Thornton.
Senior again, Brendan Thornton, also captain.
At center, number 10, Ryan Lobdell.
Ryan Lobdell, junior, number 10.
At right wing, number 2, Parker O'Toole.
Parker O'Toole, number 2, sophomore in the lineup. And Ben Chadney, who had mop-up duty yesterday, will get the start today.
He will, yeah. So that starting lineup is formidable. They've been putting a lot of pucks in the net, and we'll see if they can do it again tonight.
And we'll bring you the call of the game in just a bit after our national anthem.
Looks like no anthem.
It looks like they're going to do away with the anthem. Okay.
First game only, maybe. First game of the day, and then keep the games rolling, it looks like.
I recall they had a little problem with the anthem yesterday before the Bedford game, kind of a stuttering start there.
Yeah, it started, it stopped, and then it restarted a little ways down the line. So maybe there's a technical issue, I'm not sure, but we're going to get right to hockey, which is great. And this is going to be a good game here.
Now, JFK is a great old barn.
One of the best places to watch a hockey game. When you get into those semifinal games here and you have all the people coming in to watch those games, this place is packed. Both sides have their student sections.
And that arched roof really brings the sound down to the ice level so the players can really hear it.
Yeah, there's no doubt that as a coach standing on the coaching side, you can hear the parents cheering, and on the coaching side, they can hear you as well. So that this arc definitely brings the volume to both sides.
It's also a really small rink with a very limited center ice area, the neutral zone. Trinity wins the faceoff. They chip it into the Bedford zone. Lorendo plays it to the far wall. O'Toole tries to play it out. He gets it up to Thornton. Thornton skating in, fires a shot, and it goes off the stick of Walsh and goes out of play. We get a whistle.
That puck went well above the protective netting. Hitting the top of JFK. It looks like Brendan Thornton maybe crashed into the boards there after that shot, so hoping he's okay.
Yeah, he gets up. He's kind of shaking his wrist a little bit. He might have took a hard hit trying to brace his fall.
Chipped a tooth at the end of the Trinity game the last time, so...
Lobdell wins the face-off. There's a shot from the point. Saved by Lubelczyk, and the rebound goes off of Lubelczyk into the corner. Now Trinity tries to clear the zone. They do. Here they come. Shot on goal, and Chadney makes the save. That was Palmer with the shot there. It's a little hard to make out their numbers on the shoulder with these Argyle socks and shoulders.
Yeah, good news is they have their names right on the back, so it's a little bit easier to see that part of it now. Palmer's a good player. He scored against Bedford in the last game, so he's a player to watch for sure.
Peltek on the face-off. Bedford comes away with it, but in the corner is Ronzello. He can't control it. It does get up to the point. Shot there by number 10, Hurley, goes wide. Now behind the Bedford goal.
Looking to see Bedford bring out a little bit more energy tonight, a little bit more, body checking, and they really got to play the game a little bit more physically than they did against Concord.
Cam Hadley tries to clear it out. It gets broken up at the blue line. Sent right back in by Ronzello. We're going to get a call here on Bedford. Interference call, I believe.
Cam Hadley's going to go for, interference.
Yeah, Ronzello tried to chase that puck, and it was number 27, Hadley, who kind of put his shoulder into him as he tried to skate for it. So Bedford will be down 2 for the next, or 1, I should say, for the next 2 minutes.
Again, that's an area of the game that Bedford's really trying to work on. That getting the puck out of the zone on the high board side, the defensive zone. They've really struggled to get the puck out. That was a turnover, and that's what cost the penalty there.
Manning on the face-off against Hadley. Puck goes behind the Bedford goal. Muir sends it up the wall. It takes a funny bounce and goes right into the corner where Trinity takes hold. Manning behind the net, looking for a shot, lane to get a pass up to the point. They do. Now back into the circle. Pass across to Canny. Puck is loose in the circle. And Hadley's able to get it and clear it out of the zone. 1:34 left in the Bedford penalty. No score between Trinity and Bedford. Sam Maurice passes it inside to Walsh. He gets checked along the board. Now he drifts behind the net. Centering pass is broken up by Muir, and he fires it down the ice.
That was Nick Hadley there on the penalty kill. His brother Cam Hadley in the box. So another brother situation like we had last year with the Dermody brothers, with the Hadley brothers this year.
Palmer skates in full speed. Goes behind the Bedford goal. Comes back outside on the far wall, looking for a lane to pass to, and he sends it too far for Walsh to play it. It goes back in the neutral zone. Trinity has to regroup. Walsh now goes behind his own net. Being watched there by Lobdell. Pass up. Misses everybody. This is going up. They're going to wave off the icing. But Bedford's able to get it, and they fire right into the crowd. Short glass.
That hit somebody on the shoulder there. I hope that person's all right.
Yeah, you got to keep your mind on the game, even if you're in the stands.
Yeah, there was one that hit, I was sitting in the stands on that side last night, and one hit my father-in-law on the shoulder, and I was able to catch it off the rebound. So you got to be paying attention all the time.
Quick
short
reflex.
glass here, for sure.
Yeah, very short. Quick reflexes, too. It doesn't hurt. Yeah, the netting only behind the goal on the side. It's wide open. Good view, but you got to really watch yourself. Off face-off, Trinity controls. Palmer at the point, fires a shot. Saved by Chadney, and Peltek had a rebound. He just missed the net. Big opportunity there for the Pioneers.
Peltek's been working hard on the net front presence. He did both games. That first game, too, he was working hard in front of the net.
Palmer with the wrister. Deflected away by his own man, number 12, Walsh.
That's out.
Back to the point. Another shot saved by Chadney.
That should have been blown dead right away. That puck was offside, hit the goalie. That should have been instant offside, but they kept playing, so.
Just 5 seconds left on the Bedford penalty. No score. Palmer skates in. Gets by one man. In the faceoff circle. Muir gets a stick on the shot that leaves the surface, and we get a whistle, and teams are back at even strength.
So good first penalty kill there by this Bulldog team. Chandonnet made some key saves right away, again, you're seeing Trinity. What they're doing there is just moving the puck low to high and looking to get shots and rebounds, and Benny was able to stand up to those. So that's a great first penalty kill there of the game.
So Javin Mansfield faces Canny on the faceoff. Bedford controls, and Cam Hadley takes it, backhands it up the wall into the neutral zone. Now here's a pass out to O'Toole, across to Thornton. His shot, then saved there by Lubelczyk.
That's a crafty play there by Parker O'Toole. You know, not only did he had the head of speed get in, gain the zone, but then was able to find Thornton streaking to the net with another great pass. I mean, really, really heady play there by a sophomore, Parker O'Toole, who's really been filling the net well, and he had that game winner in Hanover.
Bedford controls the faceoff. It goes to the point. Gupta fires it down low. Thornton behind the net, looking for a lane. Tries to get it to the center, into the slot. Nobody home, but held in by Bedford. Cam Hadley evades one check. Puck goes into the corner. Mansfield trying to come up with it. Instead, it's Ferland for Trinity. Can't get by O'Toole. And then Mansfield holds it into the zone. 11 minutes left in the first period. No score between Trinity and Bedford. Pioneers still trying to get out of their zone. Bedford keeping it in. Now Thornton has a chance behind the net. Goes too far for him. And he runs into Ferland in the corner. Teams fighting for possession. Connor Hurley comes away with it. Tries to get it up the wall. And Lorendo holds them in. Now Ben Canny clears it out. This is going to end up being an icing.
Yeah, Trinity was caught in their zone there for a long period of time. Mismatch maybe of lines a little bit, and Bedford took it to him. Just not getting quality shots yet, but that's okay. Keeping that pressure on is key. That forecheck is going to be key all game here.
So Lobdell's out there with Zach Griffin, along with Nick Hadley. Puck behind the net. Max Saludo tries to get it up off the wall. It's cleared out of the zone. We might have another icing here. We do.
Yeah, big hit there by Griffin. He had just, again, good pressure, finishes his checks. Those were the things that were missing in yesterday's Concord game. And you and I spoke. It was hard to catch Concord, it felt like.
Yeah.
But that's the stuff that we're going to need to see out of this Bedford team. Keep forechecking, keep hitting.
Yeah, I'm sure Trinity feels like they're moving in slow motion compared to that Concord squad.
Yeah, I'm sure that team was moving fast yesterday.
At the far wall, Lorendo fires it in from the point.
Good tip
right
there.
On Lubelczyk, who covers it up for a whistle.
Yeah, Lobdell is just sitting in front, tried to redirect that shot. Just caught Lubelczyk right in the chest there. So good positional save by the goaltender for Trinity.
Lobdell on the face-off against Palmater. LaRoche for Trinity sends it to the near side. Cleared out of the zone. Lorendo tries to keep it in. There's no icing here. Up the far wall to Nick Hadley. Pass up to Lobdell too far. Fired right back in for Lorendo, and we're going to get a whistle here.
Gonna get a high stick.
Puck played with a high stick, and the face-off will be to the left of Ben Shadnet for Bedford. .9:56 to go here in the first period, no score. Peltek wins the face-off. There's a shot from the high slot that goes wide of the net. Scrum by the Bedford goal. Into the corner, Brody Cassidy fighting for control of the puck. Can't quite come up with it. Now it's held in at the point. Fired back in. Peltak in the corner. That's Bergeron on the near wall. Puck goes to the point. Shot and save by Shadnet on a shot from the point by Brendan Walsh of Trinity.
Too much time and space there given to the defensive player in the offensive zone. Our wing gets caught down low. That puck scoots out, and then there was just a clean shot. Shadnet had a good look at it, which is great, but need to kill time and space up there at the point.
Walsh tries to get it to Ronzello. Instead, Cam Hadley comes away with it for Bedford. Up, intercepted at the point, held in. Now here's Ronzello, waiting, turning, firing, and a save by Shadnet. It hit him right in the middle, right in the crest. Great opportunity there for Ronzello.
That's going to be a penalty on Peltak, number 17. That you can't do. Cross-check right to the back.
And Cam Hadley had a word for him after it, but nothing came of it. And now Bedford will go on the offensive on the power play as Tyler Peltak goes off for two for a cross-check.
Now this Bedford power play has struggled a little bit to set up and get sustained pressure in the offensive zone on their power play. So I'd like to see them kind of win the faceoff and then settle into a nice power play formation and then get a good quality shot. Don't rush this. Let's work on it. And then right away we take a quick shot. See, this is what we've struggled to get into that momentum on the power play, that system.
Lobdell had won that faceoff and Thornton stepped right in, took a shot, but it hit Lubelczyk. He had no trouble stopping that. Now O'Toole in his own zone, fanned on a clearing shot, gets it up to Thornton. Now O'Toole gets it back. O'Toole skating in, gets around his man, tried to get a shot away, lost control of the puck. Lobdell now
settle
into the corner. Muir can't hold it in, goes out into the neutral zone. Bedford's going to have to clear here. Muir turning around into the Trinity end. Still with it at the face-off circle, fires a shot saved by Lubelczyk.
Might have hit the side of the net there.
Gets his own rebound. Shot from the point by O'Connor, and Lubelczyk ties it up this time with 1:10 remaining on the Pioneer penalty and 8:17 to go here in the first. No score.
Good shot there by Ryan O'Connor, nice and low on the ice. Ryan Lobdell again in position to have a nice deflection, and again, Lubelczyk just makes a good positional save. But we've got to get into that zone and set up and start really working the power play. Don't rush this.
Clearing attempt is held in by Bedford. Shot goes wide. Now Muir at the near point sends it down to the corner where O'Toole has it for Bedford. 57 seconds to go here in the power play. Muir lets it go out of over the blue line, and that causes an offsides. Face-off is going to be in the neutral zone.
That's just an unfortunate little puck bounce there. Maddox is really strong at the point, and he just tried to collect it. It bounced right over his stick, and not much you can do. So reset and get in the zone.
Hadley picks up his own face-off win, backhands it toward the net. Great opportunity there, but Lubelczyk is able to play it. Now the clearing pass goes all the way back to Shadnet. Muir behind his own goal. 39 seconds to go in this power play for Bedford. Here's Javin Mansfield, cross-ice pass over to Griffin. He stops at the face-off circle near the far wall. Here's Muir at the point.
There it is.
Score! Great. Deflected. I think Mansfield chipped it in.
I think Javin got the deflection. We'll see, but Maddox, Javin's actually saying Maddox, so we'll see what they give it officially. But a good play there by Griffin. He came into the zone. He settled for a second, let Trinity set up a bit, move the puck to the point. That shot gets hard and low on the ice. If deflected, it's a goal. It's a great goal. If not deflected, another great goal by Maddox Muir. So we'll see what they give it to.
So Bedford cashes in on the power play. They take the 1-0 lead here at the 7:29 mark.
It's exactly what we're looking for, though, on the power play. Get in the zone and set up, and stop. We have to stop rushing that play and really start focusing on setting up and getting good quality shots.
Number 19, Maddox Muir.
So not touched by
Muir
Javin.
gets the.
Number 7, Zach Griffin.
So Muir from Griffin is the goal and assist.
7:30.
With 7 minutes remaining here in the first period. Bedford keeping it in the Trinity zone. Thornton wheels around, takes a shot at a sharp angle that Lubelczyk was able to stop. Clearing attempt, picked up by Hadley. And now fired right back in there by Canny for Bedford. Breakout pass. Into the zone. There's a shot by Griffin that goes wide. Not much on that shot. Puck leaves the zone. Muir picks it up, our goal scorer. He falls down, turns the puck over to Ranzello. There's a shot on goal. Another shot. That's
nice
blocked
save
by
by
Bedford. Tyler Manning was the shooter for Trinity. He had the first opportunity. Chadney with a couple of solid stops there for Bedford.
Yeah, Benny Shannonette just made two really quality saves there, and those are the saves you need to make in this spot.
In the Trinity end, it's held in there at the corner by Muir. Far wall. Puck is taken away by Ranzello. But Tucker Roberto keeps it in for Bedford. Now it's cleared out. Ryan O'Connor with it back in the Bulldog end. Long pass up. Misses everybody. I see a number 26 out there for Bedford. There's a shot on goal. Chadney with the save. Oh, another shot that takes a dangerous deflection. And now Brody Cassidy trying to get the puck out of the zone, but Trinity's doing its best to keep it in. Ben Canny in the corner. Muir backhands it up to Bergeron. Tries to get up to Nick Hadley, couldn't do it. Now here comes Zach Griffin for Bedford. Takes a shot, high shot that's blocked by Lubelczyk, but it goes off his glove. Pioneers are there to pick it up and clear out the zone. Trinity makes a change. Bedford fires it right back in. Forecheck by Bedford. Now Cam Hadley fires it right back. Kevin LaRoche picks it up for the Pioneers. He loses it. Puck is loose on the side of the net. Now behind the net, Bedford controls. Down low to Javin Mansfield. Intercepted, held in momentarily by Cassidy, but now it gets fired into the Bedford zone. Defense has to come back and play the puck. 4:26 remaining in the first. Bedford with a 1-0 lead. Griffin. Palmer breaks that up. Tries to come in, instead goes into the corner. He's being checked by Hadley.
Good play there by Cam Hadley. Palmer is holding his stick.
Now Javin Mansfield gets the puck out of the zone over to Hadley. He takes a shot, a high wrister that Lubelczyk gloves and leaves there for his teammate, Jared Furling.
Oh, big
now
turnover.
It's held in by Thornton. Thornton, no, the puck is off of Lubelczyk's glove, but doesn't go into the net. Instead, it gets cleared out of play. We get a whistle here with 3:51 to go, and Bedford up 1-0.
Yeah, that was a dangerous turnover there by Trinity in their defensive zone. They threw it right up the middle. Thornton intercepted it, got a good shot on net. Unfortunately, we didn't have a player there close enough to crash and get that puck that was just sitting right there in the crease.
Do you happen to know who's wearing 26 for Bedford?
I don't know, actually. I was trying to get a sneak peek down at the bench here, but I can't see.
Sometimes these rosters don't line up for us.
New jerseys this year, too. They got all new jerseys. So.
Yeah, a bit of a... They look like Northeastern Husky jerseys.
Yeah, a little bit. They got that same look and feel.
In the Bedford end, puck is turned over. There's a weak pass intended. Trying to get a number there for number 6, Canny, but instead it goes to Shadnet, who put the glove on, and we get a whistle to his left.
I'll try to get a look at 26 here.
Lobdell in the face-off, but Trinity controls. Puck is in the slot. Still loose. Now picked up by O'Toole. Brendan Thornton up to Lobdell into the neutral zone. He loses it. Trinity gets it back. Walsh, he fires it in, misses everybody. No icing called. Now clearing attempt. Held in by Manning. He fires it right back in. It goes into the corner. There's a cross-ice pass by the Pioneers for Rezzello. He couldn't make a play on it.
Lively boards there, too. That puck came off the boards very quickly.
Yeah, the bottom of these boards have... Some
spring.
pucks take funny bounces here.
Yeah.
It's one of the quirks of this arena.
That's going to be a shot on net by Trinity for Bedford.
Yeah, that long pass just hits everybody and rolls over to Lubelczyk. He's got a fall on it, and we get a whistle at 2:34 to play. We'll get that 26 at between periods. We'll go down and find out who that is.
I think it's Jack Warble. Jack, I think, is playing up in the Christmas tournament. I think it's him, but again, having trouble seeing.
Shot on goal there by Bergeron, saved by Lubelczyk. Held in by Bedford. Here's another chance for Bergeron. That hits the skate and goes wide. Now Hadley skates in. Instead, he winds up losing the puck. Picks it right back up in his own zone. Clears it for Hurley. He gets it along the blue line, fires it in for the Pioneers. Gupta now had it. He can't quite get it out of the zone. Now the wrister hits Hadley in the arm and loses the stick, but Bedford comes back the other way. Gupta holds it in at the point, but he can't keep it in. Now it's a 2-on-1 for the Pioneers, and the shot by the Pioneers is saved by Shadnet. It's Cooper Gaudio who decided to call his own number and take the shot. Kind of a bad angle shot. I think he might have tried passing it for a better opportunity.
Yeah, and that 2-on-1, Maddox made that defensive decision to cover the trailing player and giving the shooter back to the goalie Chandanet. Chandanet saw that shot clean and made a nice clean save. So
Palmer keeps it in for Trinity. Shot hits the leg and goes into the corner. Still bouncing around. Javin Mansfield manages to chip it up, and Nick Hadley takes up with it. Now Hadley falls to the ice, loses control of the puck. Max Saludo tries to get it out of zone. A collision in the Trinity zone. Two Bulldogs hitting each other. Shot from the point goes wide. Griffin tries to play it in the corner. Saludo tries to make a clearing attempt, but picks up the puck and gets it out of the zone. It goes right on goal. Shadnet has to play it.
1 minute.
Leaves it there for Muir. 1 minute to go in the period. Lobdell.
Good play.
Up to Griffin. That hits the leg and goes into the corner. Lobdell gets it back at the face-off circle. He fires it. Goes up in the air and now comes back down and a race forward into the Bedford zone. Cleared away. Griffin backhands it. Lobdell now tries to get to it. Can't quite reach it. Puck is fired back into the Bedford zone. No icing. Or is there?
No, he called icing, and Benny looked like he was about to go play the puck, but then let it go beyond the line, and then they called icing. So looks like Trinity's coaching staff not too happy with that. But so far, what we're seeing in this Bedford really kind of putting pressure on that defensive core of Trinity, and they're really forcing the play. And you see Trinity just firing pucks out of the zone. A little bit different than yesterday's game where Concord controlled the play. Trinity is firing and quickly getting a little puck panic in this game so far.
28 seconds to play. Here comes Trinity. Long pass goes wide of everybody, and that's going to be another icing there on the Pioneers.
Yeah, that was a little different. That was a little stretch pass, looking to see if they could hit Palmater on the quick strike. I think it was Palmater, or no, maybe it was Peltak. But they were looking to hit that quick strike on the off wing there, and just missed. Important to win these faceoffs.
21.4 seconds to go in the first. At the point, Muir had it. Now has it stolen away. Potential 2-on-1 here for Trinity. Shot on goal, saved by Shadnet. That was Gaudio again, or sorry, Tyler Manning who decided to take that shot, second time.
Almost a carbon copy of the last play.
Exactly.
Brody Cassidy this time takes the player that's just trailing player, lets Benny see the shot, sees it clean, and makes a great save. A nice low, hard shot by Manning, but a better save by Chandonnet. He's played really well here in this period.
So just 5.5 seconds remaining now, and the face-off is in the Bedford end. Mansfield here against Peltak. And somebody, I thought they were going to throw him out of the face-off circle. Quick strike there by number 12, Walsh. That goes wide of the net, and that's going to do it for the first period. So power play goal in the first, scored by Maddox Muir with an assist from Zachary Griffin. That's the difference here. 1-0, Bedford's in the lead.
Again, this Bedford team, we came out knowing they're going to have to put more pressure on. Really, Trinity is throwing the puck around. They got to continue putting that pressure on their defensive core. They will turn the puck over in the D zone. They got to make sure that they can capitalize on some of those, get more quality shots on the Belzic.
We're going to take a break here on the radio side, go back to music for about 10 minutes. We'll come back with second period action. 1-0, Bedford's in the lead. You're watching and listening to Bedford Hockey on BCTV and Bedford 105.1. We are back at JFK Arena. Time for second period action here. Bulldogs up 1-0 thanks to a goal by Maddox Muir, a power play at the 7:29 mark of the period. Quick programming note, we're going to be covering a lot more tournament action, not just hockey, but boys and girls basketball. Tomorrow night, we're going to bring you the semifinal of the Queen City Invitational going on at Memorial High School. That's a 6 p.m. start approximately. These tournament games don't always start right on time, but about 6 o'clock, it's going to be Bedford against Salem in boys basketball. We'll have the call for you tomorrow, both on BCTV and Bedford 105.1.
We did get a quick update, too, on the roster.
Right.
So number 20, we were looking for number 26 on the ice, but he's actually number 26 is Brendan Kopp. So
right. He's listed as 20
number 20 on our roster here. So
a little roster mix up there. We apologize to the Kopp family. We got it straightened out now, and here comes second period action. Face-off is won by Bedford. Thornton fires it off the glass into the Trinity end, which is on our left right now, as the Bulldogs are going from right to left. Now here comes Palmater breaking back in for the Pioneers. High shot from the circle goes over Shadnet in goal for Bedford. Rebound, centering pass to Palmater. He shoots it high and wide. Big opportunity there.
Yeah, this is the top line here for Trinity. They're coming out with a little firepower early here with Maurice and Palmer on the same line.
Muir tries to get it out of the zone, held in by the Pioneers. And a shot is saved and held by Shadnet. We get a whistle here with 14:24 to go in the second period.
Good idea there for Shadnet to freeze that. Trinity came out with a quick jump, and they were just running around. Bedford's running around a little bit, so freeze it up, get a new face-off, and a fresh set of legs out there.
Puck is still loose in the face-off circle. Ferlin gets to it at the point and fires it down low. Peltek centering pass, misses everybody, intercepted by the Bulldogs. Now into the Trinity zone. It rolled right to the goaltender. Lubelczyk, centering pass, goes right to Javin Mansfield. He can't get it, point blank range. And now another shot from the point by number 27. I think that's Cam Hadley, and that's saved by Lubelczyk, and we get a whistle.
Nifty little play there through the neutral zone by Nick Hadley. That puck was kind of behind him a little bit. He angled his stick to get it up and over the defender, and then almost had a nice little shot on net. So nifty play through the neutral zone.
Bedford wins the face-off, and the shot goes wide there by Griffin. Out of the zone, back into Bedford territory, where Cam Hadley has to play it. Carried out. Javin Mansfield gets checked along the wall. Puck goes behind the Trinity goal. Off the glass, takes a funny bounce. Everything takes a funny bounce out in that corner.
Yeah.
Those seams are not flush.
They are not at all.
Now here's a chance for Bedford up front. Griffin's shot from the circle. That goes wide.
You don't get better scoring opportunities than that right there. He was right in the shooter square and just couldn't find the net.
Now from the point, shot tipped away there by Lubelczyk. Mansfield. He tries to chip it to a teammate, winds up getting it back, puts it on net, except it goes wide. Ferlin in the corner now for Trinity.
Good pressure here by Bedford. They've held the zone. Trinity is stuck in the zone. Defensively, this is the hardest part of the job. In the defensive zone, you're stuck.
Tucker Roberto keeps it in the zone for Bedford. And you're right, they're putting a lot of pressure on here. Here's Ryan O'Connor in the corner. He gets checked off the puck by Peltek. Now Hurley joins in the scrum, as does Brendan Kopp.
Oh, that almost stayed in as well.
Yeah, that clearing pass to Tucker Roberto, not able to keep it in, but Bedford regroups him, comes right back into the Pioneer end, and they just clear it out. Now here's a chance for Ronzello. Couldn't catch up to it though. Muir checks him off the puck.
Yeah, Ronzello seems to be all over the puck from time to time. He's just jumping in there, and he seems to find the puck, and the puck finds him. So
turnover in the neutral zone, but it goes back to Muir. He tries to get it to Ryan O'Connor. He can't quite control it. Now he gets it back. Pass over to Kopp. He clicks it into the zone. Held in by Bergeron in the corner. He takes the check. Bergeron still with it. Now shot on net there by Lobdell. That goes wide.
Force him to ice.
Saludo winds up clearing it out of the zone, goes all the way down for an icing, and we get a whistle. 11:45 to go here in the second period. Bedford up 1-0.
And that's the pressure that we're talking about, just keeping that pressure in this zone all the time. You're going to see Trinity just kind of keep firing pucks out. That's just a way to kind of take a breather, get a new set of legs out there, but Bedford's really putting a lot of pressure on early in this period.
Off the face-off, puck goes to the point. Fired by O'Connor, stopped in the slot. Thornton turns around, fires it wide. Cam Hadley tried to make a play for it. Instead, it goes to the Pioneers. Brennan Walsh tries to skate it out. Gets by one man. Now into the Bedford zone. His shot is saved by Chadney. Rebound. Good stop there by Chadney again. Breakout pass for Thornton goes off his skate. And now Walsh turns it around for the Pioneers and heads it the other way. He tries to get it off the glass and does. Played up the wall. Walsh has it again. Centering pass for Canny. Now over to Saludo, takes a check in the corner.
Big hit there by Nick Hadley. Again, now Bedford just throws the puck down. We're seeing this pressure sustained by both teams, and then just kind of firing the puck out. It's part of the game plan. When you start getting hemmed in the zone like that, you have to fire the puck out and get a new face-off. So both teams working hard here. Just 5 minutes into the second period. This is going to be a battle the rest of the way.
Palmer on the face-off here for Trinity. Instead goes into the corner where Lorendo wraps it around for Zach Griffin. He clears it out, and this is going to be an icing again for Bedford, although that was intentional. It was mostly a pass that missed everybody.
Yeah, that was a misfire there, and in some cases, it depends on what system they're trying to run, but the winger there kind of cut across the middle of the ice. In some cases, you want that winger to stay along the boards, get that pass, let them skate into it, and unfortunately, the winger was cutting when they were trying to throw it up.
Face off to the right of Shadnet. Shot goes wide. Backhanded into the corner. Lorendo there to play it against Palmater. Palmater comes up with it along the near wall, gets away from a check, sends it down low, give and go.
Nice little play there.
Misses everybody. Now they get it back behind the net. Up to Palmater, he fires a shot that goes through the crease. Into the corner again. Muir finally comes up with it for Bedford, goes behind the net, passes it out, and finally gets it up to Cam Hadley, brings it into the Trinity end. He gets by one check. Can't control it, goes right back up the wall. But Muir's there to hold it in. Deflected in front of Lubelczyk. He makes the save. That was a dangerous shot.
Manfield got a good stick on that and really deflected it low, and Lubelczyk stayed with it. Nice save.
Mansfield gets it back to Hadley, now back to Mansfield. Takes it along the near wall. Hadley tries to center it to Griffin. Gets by Griffin, and now Trinity comes back.
That was a good opportunity right there. Griffin was all alone in front of the net, uncovered, and just couldn't collect the pass.
Now Cassidy fires it into the Trinity end while the Bulldogs make a change. Puck is fired in, no ice. Muir wheels around. Here's a chance for Bedford, 2-on-1. Shot, oh, the rebound opportunity there. And O'Connor couldn't get a stick on that. Now next to the goal, there's a scrum. O'Connor hitting at it. Lubelczyk able to block that with his blocker. Clearing attempt held in there. Puck goes back into the Bedford zone. Goes up the near wall, O'Connor. He tries to play it up to Bergeron, who can't quite get it out of the zone. Held in there, now it's out. No icing on this play as the puck goes all the way behind the Trinity net. Here's a turnover in the slot. Bergeron tried to get a shot away, couldn't do it. Now Manning clears it up the board. Muir holds it in. Muir very good at locking down those corners. Here's a chance for Bergeron, bringing it back into the offensive zone. Shot, saved by Lubelczyk, rebound. Lobdell shot, hits the leg and goes into the corner. Lobdell has it again, tries to get it up to the point. Good check there by Lorendo, but he couldn't quite hold it in. Now Lorendo has to go back for the puck. Muir's there. Chip pass up to Lobdell, too far, but held in by Bedford. Thornton loses it momentarily, has to go back to get it. Shot hits the stick of O'Toole and goes into the corner. Centering pass, here's Muir from the slot. That goes into a scrum and bounces out. Lorendo is all the way back in the Bedford zone, being harassed, trying to maintain control of the puck.
There's Ronzello again, just kind of forcing the play there, forcing Lorendo to make a tougher play than it should have been.
Now here's Lobdell all by himself as O'Toole fell at the blue line trying to stay on side, and that's gloved by Lubelczyk, and we get a whistle. 7:22 left here in the second period. Bedford clings to that 1-0 lead, a power play goal by Maddox Muir.
Yeah, you see Maddox Muir getting a lot of quality chances from the point. He really does pinch effectively. He keeps the puck in, and he's able to get a quick release and a good hard shot off most of the time. So it's fun to watch him play the game for sure.
Here's O'Toole's shot. Another save there by Lubelczyk.
That was Griffin, Zach Griffin there on the, shot. Yep. Yeah, these shots on Lubelczyk, not getting rebounds, right? There's a few that are out there, but we got to capitalize on getting some more rebound chances here off of Lubelczyk.
Off the face-off, Hurley gets it over to Ferlin behind the net. Now Saludo back to Hurley, looking for a clearing lane. I think they finally got one here. Here's Ferlin.
Big collision.
Big hit there on Saludo by the Bulldogs, takes him out, and they come out of the zone.
That was Parker Gupta with the collision there with Saludo.
Here's a chance for Hurley. Scores all the way, coast to coast.
Great shot there by Nick Hadley.
Nick Hadley hypnotized everybody, skated out of the Bedford zone, went around the defender in the face-off circle and caught Lubelczyk on the far side, and it's 2-0 Bedford.
Yeah, that's just a great individual effort there by Nick Hadley. He's got the speed and capability to take the puck outside, and when they do take the puck outside and then drive to the net once they gain zone control, good things will happen. And in that case, he just beat Lubelczyk on a kind of a far side shot that kind of just fluttered in.
I'm going to guess that's an unassisted goal. There's another shot by Ryan O'Connor. It's stopped by Lubelczyk, and we get a whistle.
Yeah, there might have been a pass up at the right from the blue line that came up, but we'll see.
By number 22, Nick Hadley. Assisted by number 27, Cam Hadley.
So brother to brother,
Brother to
Cam
brother.
Hadley picking up the assist there.
And Cam Hadley.
We saw that a lot last year, right, with the Dermody brothers, and now we're seeing it. This is the second time I've seen it this year between the two Hadley brothers. It's great to see.
So Bedford up now 2-0 here in the second. There's O'Connor trying to get away from a check. Palmater, now Palmater gets the puck back. He's 1-on-4. He's trying to find a way around that Bedford defense. Can't quite do it.
It's a good play there by Brady Plant, too.
Here's a chance for Bedford. Drop pass for O'Connor. Hits a Trinity defender. Now to the point, Lobdell fires it behind the net. Thornton tries to lay a check there. Backhand clearing attempt, held in at the point. That was 37, Roberto. Trinity's trying to get the puck out. Walsh try to Hurley. Kinsella. Now Palmater with it. Here's a 2-on-1 opportunity. Nope, they're going to say high stick.
High stick, yeah. And it was a close call, but it was a high stick. He was able to kind of almost lacrosse style that puck, chip it up and over our defender after Maddox kind of tried to make a pinch and play there at the blue line. So good call there by the ref if you're on the Bedford side. If you're on the Trinity side, you might be questioning it, but it was close.
And the faceoff comes all the way back into the Trinity end with 5:34 to play here in the second period. Lobdell takes the faceoff. O'Toole tries to take the puck away, can't do it. Walsh comes up with it instead. Pass over to a teammate is intercepted by O'Toole. O'Toole down the far wall, now behind the net. Fights off a check. Gets it to Lobdell. Lobdell to Thornton along the red line, or the goal line. Back to Lobdell in front of the net. Backhand shot. Oh, what a beautiful give and go. Thornton got robbed there by Lubelczyk. Now here's another chance. Backhand by Lobdell. That goes wide of the net. Thornton trying to come up with it. O'Toole gets checked off the puck before he can get a shot away. Now Ronzello clears it out of zone. A lot of dangerous chances there for Bedford.
Yeah, Bedford put a lot of good chances on net there, and unfortunately weren't able to score. They didn't get the credit for that, but boy, well, that was a great give and go down low between O'Toole and Lobdell, and then finishing by Thornton. Great save.
Bedford has to get back on side as the puck left the zone. Long pass up. Taken over in the neutral zone by Bedford and fired in for Brendan Walsh. He's got 2 forecheckers to get away from. Nope, that was a up. I'll tell you, they got away with one there because Muir made contact with that clearing pass, but they still called it an icing.
Yeah, that was an interesting call. It was a quick call. I'm not sure if it hit a stick or if that was the stick sound clacking on.
Yeah, you're right.
It was hard to tell.
I heard something go click. I thought it was the puck hitting the stick, but nonetheless, icing on Trinity, and the face-off to the left of Lubelczyk. Bedford gets it at the point, fires it through a crowd.
Oh, loose.
Scrum in front of the net, shot fired there by Cam Hadley. Nick Hadley, sorry, I gotta remember.
Yeah.
Nick is 22, but that's stopped by Lubelczyk and we get a whistle.
Again, that's just a positional save there by Lubelczyk. He's sitting in that spot and he knows that shot's either gonna go there or they're gonna try to slide it over. If he slides it over, he's in more trouble, but he makes a good positional save on Hadley's shot.
Now Javin Mansfield against Aiden Palmater. Bedford wins the shot, wins the faceoff. O'Toole's shot goes wide. Puck is cleared out by Nick Hadley, who gets it back in the neutral zone. What, we get a whistle here, and
what are we going to call it?
A hand pass? All right.
Yeah, it looks like Griffin kind of tried to collect it and just dropped it there, and Bedford picked it right up, and that's going to be a hand pass. So
4:02 to go here in the second. Bedford up 2-0.
Force that defensive zone face-off here. This is Trinity's top line with Palmater centering, and this is the line you want to kind of stop.
Trinity with the win. Shot from the point goes high and wide by Connor Hurley. Held in at the near wall. Palmater fires it back behind the net. Javin Mansfield gets it up the wall to Zach Griffin. Trying to get away from the Trinity forecheckers. Loses the puck momentarily. Now they get it right back. Pioneer does. Javin Mansfield gets the loose puck and clears it into the neutral zone. Here's an opportunity for Bedford.
Nice little play there again by Nick Hadley. He's flying everywhere on this ice right now.
Was able to pick that up and get a shot on goal. Kind of a, not the cleanest shot, but he managed to get it on Lubelczyk nonetheless.
He may have just tried to put the Michigan, employ the Michigan there. He tried to get that puck up on his stick and tried to put it in, but it rolled off the top.
Now Palmer trying to clear the zone. Can't. Muir holds it in.
Shot. Great
save there by Lubelczyk on a shot from the point by Muir. Now we're going to get a whistle here.
Looks like number 11.
Injured player on the ice for Trinity. Number 11 would be Sam Maurice.
Looks like Sam Maurice is down. He ran into Maddox Muir, and the way, I can't speculate, but it looks like maybe lost his breath, lost his wind when he hit Maddox.
Sam Maurice getting back on his skates. That's always a good sign.
To me, it looked like just a collision that knocked the wind out of him at the end of his shift, so wish him the best, of course. Hope he's all right. Looks like he's going to be all right.
And he gets an ovation of sticks from the benches and an ovation from the crowd.
Maddox Muir is solid. When you hit Maddox Muir, you know you hit Maddox Muir. So that's that scenario right there playing out in front of us.
Face off in the neutral zone. Bergeron wins the face off. It's fired into the Trinity end. Walsh plays it. O'Connor meets it behind the net. Bergeron gets it at the point. Held in at the point by Gupta. Canny intercepts and carries it out. Skating in. One-on-one. Fires a weak shot all the way from the blue line. Shadnet has no trouble covering that up, and the whistle will be in the Bedford end.
Yeah, so that's just a flicked it in on Shadnet, and a little bit less action for Benny this period. It's from the first period, so that's good to see. Bedford maybe tightening up the D zone and really carrying pressure down here in the offensive zone for sure.
Face off to Shadnet's right. Puck is cleared to the far wall, now cleared out. Parker O'Toole gets it all the way into the Trinity end. No whistle for an icing. That's Brendan Thornton back there. Lobdell picks up the puck to Muir. Tries to get it back to Thornton. Now they go into the corner. LaRoche is there. Thornton gets the puck back. Backhand wraparound attempt by Lobdell. And Lubelczyk gets the pad down.
Thornton is just running around back there and hitting everything he can see, and that forecheck is just relentless right now by Bedford.
And his stick is tied up, but he's able to move the puck with his skates.
And again, this is what we talked about. Bedford coming out with more physicality in this game, and look what it's creating. All these opportunities in the offensive zone, and I'll tell you, you get a little bit nervous collecting the puck as a defensive player for Trinity right now because you know you're going to get hit.
And Trinity winds up icing the puck. That's all they can do here, just to get some of the pressure off and get some new skaters on the ice. So 1:48 to play in the second period. 2-0 Bedford in the lead with goals in this period by the Muir brothers. Hadley brothers. Nick Hadley from Cam Hadley. And in the first period, it was Maddox Muir scoring with an assist from Zach Griffin. Off the face-off. Picked up by the Pioneers. Tyler Manning tries to carry it into the Bedford zone, but Maddox Muir is all over him. Puck's behind the net. Renzello can't come up with the puck. Javin Mansfield tries to clear it away. And Nick Hadley gives it back to Javin Mansfield. He fires it all the way into the Trinity end. Hurley up the wall, held in by Muir. Pass down low, misses everybody. Mansfield into the corner. He's got two Pioneers in the corner with him. Manning comes up with it, clears it up the board, and finally into the neutral zone where Nick Hadley makes the play. Cassidy fires it into the Trinity end. Again, a good forecheck here by the Bulldogs. 1 minute remaining in the period.
Nick Hadley's going to get a penalty here for roughing or elbowing. He finished his check there, maybe a little bit late. Hands were up. That's probably going to get called right in front of the referee. It's going to get called each time. And again, Bedford's put so much pressure on that, and the refs are seeing that too. So they took the opportunity there to give Hadley a penalty, and Bedford will have to kill half of it in this period and the other half in the beginning of the third.
And Furland was the recipient of that elbow.
Yeah.
So he goes to the bench, and now we've got the line of Manning, Palmer, Peltak out there for the Pioneers. Palmer, high shot off the glove of Shadnet, goes into the corner. Peltak picks it up.
22, Nick Hadley, 2 minutes for elbowing at 14 minutes.
Puck is finally cleared out of the zone by Bergeron. Trinity has to reset here. Manning up to Maurice, great move. Skating in, scores. Beautiful goal there by Sam Maurice. And Trinity cuts the deficit by 1, 2-1 now.
Yeah, dangerous little play there. Maddox Muir pinched a bit there on the kill. You got 50 seconds left in the period there. He pinched, kind of left Bergeron, and I believe it was Cam Hadley left out to dry there. Samuel Maurice is a good, talented player, and when you give him time and space like that, he's going to make you pay, and that's what he did. So 2-1 now heading into last 30 seconds of the second period.
In the Trinity zone, held in by the Bulldogs.
It's
gonna be a hand pass.
By number 11, Sam Maurice. Assisted by number 12, Brendan Walsh.
Brendan Walsh with the assist.
Aiden Palmer.
And Aiden Palmer.
From Walsh and Palmer at 14:25.
Power play goal there. Face-off comes back into the Bedford end with 26 seconds left.
Good play there by Brady Plant. Great job.
Brady Plant is able to fire it back into the Trinity zone, where Muir picks it up. Centering pass there for O'Connor. He misses it. O'Connor gets the puck back down low. 10 seconds to go here. Trinity picks it up. Now here's Sam Maurice. Tries to get by one man. Can't get by Muir though. 2 seconds, 1, and that's it for the period.
Yeah, Brody Cassidy did a good job there of just keeping a good gap control on Maurice, and he wasn't able to really make the moves that he was able to make, or he's capable of making. So good play there by Brody Cassidy.
And that's going to do it for 2 periods of action. Your score, Bedford 2, Trinity 1. Goals this period from Bedford, from the Hadley brothers, Nick with the goal scorer and Cam with the assist. And the Trinity goal just about 30 seconds ago on the power play, 34 seconds ago, I should say. And that was Sam Maurice with assists from Aiden Palmer and Brendan Walsh. So that's going to do it for 2 periods of play. We're going to take a break on the radio side, play a little bit of music, come back in about 10 minutes to give you the final period of this game at the Brian Stone tournament here at JFK Arena in Manchester to score Bedford 2, Trinity 1. You're watching and listening to Bedford Hockey on BCTV and Bedford 105.1. And welcome back to JFK Arena here in downtown Manchester as we're about to bring you the 3rd period of this contest in the Brian C. Stone Hockey Tournament, Memorial Tournament. 2-1 Bedford's in the lead. It was 2-0 late until a power play goal by Sam Maurice by Trinity brought it to a 1-goal contest.
Yeah, I think change nothing here if you're Bedford. They put all kinds of pressure on in that period. They got a lot of opportunities, and I think they just need to, stay out of the box, stay back to the basics, get the puck in deep, and keep working hard.
Puck is in the Bedford zone. Maddox Muir picks it up behind the goal. Long pass, and it sets off Brendan Thornton on a power play backhand, and a save by Luke Belchick. That was Thornton trying to go 5-hole, skating in all alone, and couldn't solve that puzzle.
Yeah, first off, the pass by Maddox Muir up the ice to Thornton, that looked like some sort of set play. But hard to tell there if with replay, Lebelczyk was in the net. I mean, he was actually finished in the net, so hard to tell where that puck was, and without replay, it's going to go as no goal.
Yeah, the momentum carried him in, but he closed the 5-hole, and the puck stayed out of the goal as far as the officials are concerned. Now, turnover behind the net, and the backhand try there by Lobdell is saved, now cleared out by Trinity. We get a whistle and an icing play. 14:20 to go in regulation, 2-1 Bedford.
Yeah, it's a good first shift there. Again, a great pass, stretch pass there by Maddox Muir to set off Thornton, but couldn't finish. But a good first 40 seconds. Get off the ice, get another set of forwards out there, and see if they can keep the pressure on.
Now here's Javin Mansfield taking the face-off against Peltak. Peltak wins it, and Connor Hurley plays it behind the goal. It now drifts into the Bedford zone. Shadnet had to tip it away, just enough for Trinity to control it momentarily, but now they leave the zone. Mansfield with it, turns it over, fired right back into the Bedford end where Cam Hadley has it now behind the goal. Tried to get it Mansfield, couldn't do it. Chipped up for Zach Griffin, too far. Fired right back down. Nick Hadley, or Cam Hadley, holds it in at the blue line.
It's a good opportunity there. Griffin just kind of threw it back to the front of the net, had maybe a chance to get a nice one-time pass over to the other far side, but couldn't complete it.
Now here's Mansfield into the Trinity zone, but somebody's called offsides.
Yeah, it
get
looks
a whistle.
like Brendan Kopp there just kind of floated into the zone and put himself offside there. Tough play. If he holds the line there, we got a good, Mansfield had a good head of steam going into the zone.
Bergeron will take the face off here against Ben Canny. And it's picked up by the Bulldogs. Brady Plant fires a wrister on Lubelczyk, who knocks it behind the net. Pass cross ice and cleared out of the zone. Fired right back in there by Tucker Roberto. Now here's Brody Plant. He can't control it. Backhanded by Trinity. But the Bulldogs come up with it. I just noticed another jersey number that's incorrect.
Uh-oh, which one?
Number 20, Braden Femeter, is actually number 7.
Okay, well, for Trinity, all right.
They're in the corner. Clearing attempt here by Femister. Had to leave it for his teammate. Now they finally flip it up in the air. Too far for Saludo, and it's fired right back in by Roberto. Pass for Femeter, intercepted now by Muir. He's trying to skate in, gets the shoulder down. Now he pulls away, tries to center it over to O'Toole. In the slot there for Lobdell. Couldn't get a shot away.
Just can't get a solid shot away there. I mean, Belzik was going all over the crease there and just couldn't get a good shot.
Turnover by O'Toole down to Thornton, too close. Lubelczyk's able to make the save. Now here's Maurice, takes a shot and scores over the shoulder of Chadney. That puck just bounced to Maurice.
Yeah.
And he came in from the circle and fired really a laser over Chadney's shoulders.
Yeah, Sammy Maurice, when you give him that type of time and space, he was able to kind of collect that puck and he had his head up. He saw that corner the whole time. It was there for him and he can hit it. Bedford got caught in a line change there. Maddox Muir was coming off the ice, new player was coming on, just getting situated, and Sammy just had too much speed to contend with there. So nothing you can do as a goaltender. You got to break away. You're doing everything you can, but that's just a shot that beat him.
So Sam Maurice with both goals here for the Pioneers. It's all tied up at 2 apiece. Now here's Palmer. His shot off the stick of Cam Hadley.
Scored by number 11, Sam Maurice, his second of the night.
And
by number 16, Bobby Kinsella.
So Bobby Kinsella, number 16, gets the assist there for Trinity on that second goal by Maurice.
And that's the line. We talked about that line earlier, right? Palmer, Maurice, and Kinsella. You really got to slow that line down, and here we go again.
Speaking of, here's Maurice. Checked there by Gupta. Driven into the wall. Palmer picks up the loose puck. And Maurice tries to pay back Gupta, and that was ill-advised because Bedford's going to get a power play here on a delayed call. Long pass ahead off the stick, and now controlled by Hurley, and there's the whistle, and Bedford goes on the power play. You know, Maurice, he could have played the puck and would have had a chance behind the net, but instead decides to exact his revenge for that hit on by Gupta, and winds up putting his team on the defensive here on a power play.
Yeah, it's one of the things as a player you really want to kind of, as a coach, I'm sure they're talking to him about that. Make sure you maintain your composure. You don't want to put yourself in a situation where you're taking a bad penalty in a big game, a tie game at this point. So tough play there by Maurice.
Bedford had a 2-0 lead. Now here's a chance to get the lead back. Whistle on the face-off.
Green's being tossed from the face-off dot here. Not sure why, but Peltek's being thrown out, and looks like Manning will take the face-off now.
Bedford controls it. Thornton decides to take a shot that goes through a bunch of legs and misses the net, but Bedford controls. O'Connor to Muir. Thornton from the face-off circle. Lobdell on a rebound behind the net. O'Toole decides to send it right back up to O'Connor to reset this. O'Toole down low to Thornton in the near corner. Thornton skating, looking for an opening, passes it to O'Connell, and it's taken away by Trinity and fired down.
Again, I like what they're doing there, though. They're actually setting up. That's a good structured power play. Much better, much more patience than the first power play they had this game.
Now here's Muir, skates in, puts the shoulder down, doesn't get a shot away, goes behind the net and into the corner as Bedford sets up the power play. O'Connor's shot hits a leg. And it's cleared away. Peltak sends a man away. Here's the shot by, couldn't get the number, but it's Manning with the shot, but Shadned was able to make that save.
That all starts there. Ryan O'Connor gets the puck at the top, just takes a shot, hits a pad, and now all of a sudden Trinity's got a 2-on-1. They're off to the races at that point, so you got to be careful when you're trying to take the shot from the point. You got to make sure that shot's going to get through, otherwise you give the other team opportunities to get the 2-on-1.
Canny on the face-off, they win it. Shot from the point by Walsh, hits a leg. Now here Ronzello picks up the loose puck and decides to send it into the neutral zone where Trinity can kill some of this power play. 47 seconds left in it, by the way. 9:32 left in regulation.
Have to see them set up one more time here.
Cam Hadley pass up to Zach Griffin. He gets checked at the blue line. Pioneers fire it right back down. 33 seconds left in the power play.
That was a really good defensive play by Ben Canny there for Trinity, just to poke check that away and force Bedford to reset.
Brody Cassidy now. Up to Nick Hadley. He fires a shot that goes wide on the near side, held in there by Lobdell. Griffin down low to Nick Hadley. He's looking for an outlet. Now he comes out to the face-off circle, gets away from one man, lets a wrister, goes wide. Cassidy. Here's a chance in close. Another rebound. Oh, man.
Zach Griffin had two shots on the doorstep there and just couldn't bury it.
Power play is over now. Cassidy holds the puck in the zone, but now it's cleared away, and Maurice tried to catch a pass and get away with it. Couldn't quite do it, but his teammate carries it in. That's Walsh. Centers it. Muir intercepts the pass. Wheels around his own net. He's being checked by Palmater. Tries to get away from him. Muir still with the puck. Finds Griffin. Down the near wall. Now behind the net. Griffin still with the puck. Leaves it there for Thornton. Puck goes in the corner. Nobody home. Backhanded out. Well, just held in there by Roberto. Good move there, but Trinity's able to pick the puck up and send it back down. Muir tries to get out of his own zone. And it's going to finally be O'Toole who gets the puck into the Trinity end. Thornton's shot hits a leg and goes wide. At the point, Muir jumps over his stick. Has to regroup. Muir takes the check. Puck leaves the zone. O'Toole sends it across to Tucker. Roberto back to Lobdell. And that goes out of the zone. It's going to be offsides for Bedford.
A lot of neutral zone play there, a lot of turnovers, pucks jumping over the stick. It's just a lot of neutral zone sloppy play. I'd like to see Bedford get back to that, get in the zone, really start working it down low and forcing these defenders. Trinity's got a little bit more pep than they did in the second period here, but Bedford's got to match it.
Now Bergeron backs the puck into the Trinity end, picked up by the Pioneers. Long lead pass for Roberto. He intercepts it. Now it's taken away by Walsh. Walsh skates in, fires a high shot. Shadnet's able to get the blocker on that. Now Bedford leaves the zone. This is O'Connor. Takes the wrister from the circle. Nothing too challenging there on Lubelczyk.
Yeah.
He's able to make the save.
Just gained the zone, took a shot on that, and Lubelczyk's able to freeze it. But, those are I'd like to see us, again, take the puck in, work it low. And these shots on Lubelczyk aren't going to just go in, right? He's pretty solid. He's been pretty solid all night. So we've really got to work on getting good quality shots and making him move laterally in that crease.
Off the face-off, Trinity controls it, but the long pass misses everybody, goes for an icing. We'll get another whistle and a face-off in the Trinity end. 6:49 to play, and all tied up at 2 apiece.
You got the Palmater line out now with Kinsella and Maurice on the forward side of the puck, and Brendan Walsh has played a really good game for Trinity on the defensive side of the puck. He's a player I know pretty well, and he's very confident in his game and plays the game with a lot of speed and tenacity. So good to see him playing well out there for Trinity.
Bedford won the faceoff, got a shot on net. Lubelczyk made the save. Now here's a chance for Maurice on the near wall. Maurice pulls up at the faceoff circle. High shot, deflected.
Ooh.
Almost got a stick on it. Bobby Kinsella did, but couldn't put it away. Now here's another shot by Trinity. Rebound to LaRoche. He can't control it. Another opportunity blocked by Bedford and now cleared out of the zone.
That was a really good save there by Benny Chandonnet on that low pad shot. He was able to kick that out. It went all the way to the point, and luckily Trinity wasn't able to just take another shot in. But great save there initially to have some rebound control.
Bedford winds up icing the puck here. They're going to come back into their own end, get a face-off here to the right of Chandonnet with 6:17 to play, all tied up at 2 apiece.
Yeah, Lobdell and Peltek again on the face-off. Such an important part of the game. Peltek wins that clean, and he is a good face-off player, so that's a bonus there for Trinity to have him in the face-off dot.
Peltek had to clear the zone because Trinity was offside. Now they're right back in it. Ronzello in the corner loses the puck, and now O'Toole picks it up, and he's got Thornton with him. Potential 2-on-1 for Bedford. Fires a shot, loose puck, and Lubelczyk just gets that loose puck in time before O'Toole came to knock it in.
Boy, that puck was rolling up on Lubelczyk's pad there and got it into his glove, but we could see it from here. We had a good angle of that, and O'Toole kept going, and I think he was going to get that in if he wasn't able to snag it.
You know O'Toole had that in mind, sitting there as a sitting duck. He couldn't, Lubelczyk covered up just before he got there. Here's a shot from the point by Lorendo. That goes wide. Pioneers take over here. Ronzello tries to clear the puck. He takes a hit there from Muir. Lobdell tries to fire it in. Instead, it gets cleared out. Thornton wheels around, sends it back into the Pioneer end. They go back down to get it. Hurley into the far corner. Bedford takes it back. Here's O'Connor. Behind the net, looking for somebody to pass to. Wheels around, hits a leg. Bergeron with a man on him. Help comes in the form of O'Connor to pick up that loose puck. Fighting for it in the near wall. Here's a shot by Muir from the point. That hits a body. Clearing attempt to the far wall. Lorendo holds it in. Brady Plant now tries to get it back up. Lorendo keeps it in at the point once more. Ferland now for Trinity. Another turnover. Pass across to Plant. Couldn't control it. It's got to go into the corner to get it. Now, loose puck is taken away by the Pioneers. Ronzello carries it in to the Bedford end. Goes down low into the corner. Still with it. Ronzello looking for an opening to pass it through. Ronzello now in front in the slot. Wrister stop. Oh, it hits the post.
Very, very lucky there. Very lucky.
That was Peltek who picked up the loose puck, fired it, goes right off the pipe, and score remains 2 apiece as Bedford ices the puck, and we get a whistle and a face-off.
Again, a part of the game that Bedford's going to have to clean up is a player like that. Ronzello comes in with a ton of speed. He's shifty. The only way to stop a player like that is to put a body on him, and you got to make sure that you separate puck from body. And they just weren't able to do that, and that almost cost them a goal right there.
Cam Hadley with the puck for Bedford as they try to get out of the zone. Javin Mansfield chips it off the wall. Up ahead for Nick Hadley. Brendan Walsh tried to clear it away, couldn't do it. Now back in the neutral zone. Zach Griffin fires it down low.
Yeah, he had to wait for his players to clear there, so he just had to fire it back in. And again, force these Trinity Pioneer defensemen to make a play because they're just throwing the puck around.
Here's Walsh, wheeling out of his own end, gets up to Maurice. Long lead pass for Palmater. Misses him, but here's Kinsella's shot. That goes off the glove of Chandonnet into the corner. Kinsella tries to center it to Walsh. Real physical play there between Nick Hadley and Walsh. As a result, nobody gets the puck.
Yeah, it just gets thrown out of the zone. Sticks were flying there, arms were being flailed. There's a hit here along the side here with Griffin. That was loose.
Oh, puck is loose.
Ooh.
That was a shot from the neutral zone that caught Chandonnet a bit by surprise. Another shot high, block off his blocker and into the corner. Now the pass cleared out by Bedford and Trinity fires it right back in. Trinity actually taking some shots from far away, just kind of catch the goaltender by surprise.
Yeah, that's Palmater, Aiden Palmater. He's got a great shot. He scored against the Bedford team in the first time they met. And those are the types of shots that can find their way if they're not, they're just quick and not expected.
And it's fired right back in by Tucker Roberto. Trinity has to skate it out once more. Turnover. Lobdell couldn't pull the trigger until the puck was pulled off his leg. Now here's Palmater with some speed into the Bedford zone. Picks up his own loose puck in the corner.
Good play there by Baddox-Muir.
Now Thornton for Bedford coming out 1-on-2, gets by one man. Backhand, just misses the post.
What a move to get by the defender, Furlan. Thornton just made a nifty move, cuts in and gets a great shot chance, or scoring chance, and just can't finish.
Puck is cleared into the Bedford zone, no icing called here. Muir tries to wheel it over to Griffin. Griffin takes the hit from Peltak, couldn't play the puck, and instead Hurley in the neutral zone tries to get it to his man, Peltak. He gets to it, now a shot from the point. That goes wide. Ronzello takes the hit on the near wall. Here comes Bedford. Zach Griffin, one-on-one, trying to get around his man, going down low. Sharp angle shot by Thornton, hits the side of the net and bounces out. Now out of the zone, Bedford gets the puck back. Muir waits for his man to get onside. Now carries it in on the near wall. Picked up there by Griffin. Griffin backhand in tight. And Lubelczyk makes a save of point-blank range, and it stays at 2 apiece with 1:32 to play in regulation.
Yeah, you notice a goaltender that's playing well and seeing the puck well when you're always hitting his chest, right? He's always in the positional, right spot positionally to make those saves, and we've hit them in the chest at least 15, 16 times tonight.
Yeah, you're not going to fire it through that crest.
You're not. You got to really kind of work for the. It looks like Lubelczyk's the type of goalie that goes down a lot. He's in the butterfly quite a bit. So high is where you got to shoot. In tight, it's hard to get the puck up that high though, and that's Griffin just found that out again.
So we got a timeout here. One of the teams called timeout here with minute 32 to go. Quick reminder here, we're going to be back on the air tomorrow from Memorial High School right around 6 o'clock. It's the Queen City Invitational Boys Basketball Tournament, and it'll be the Bedford boys basketball team, the Bulldogs, against the Salem Blue Devils in the semifinals of that invitational tournament. So we hope you tune in tomorrow to Bedford 105.1 and BCTV. We'll have that action for you. And then on Thursday, we hope to have girls action, which the Londonderry girls basketball tournament, I think Thursday is the final, and whatever, or at least it's the final round, and Bedford winning today. So they're going to be in the semifinals tomorrow. If they win there, they'll be in the finals on Thursday. If they lose tomorrow, they will be in the consolation round. So either way, we'll have that contest for you. We'll let you know when that is tomorrow.
So it looks like Trinity called that timeout there, and my guess is they're coming back out with their Palmater, Maurice, Peltak, Tyler Manning. Yeah, can't see the other player there.
11.
Brendan Walsh as well.
Walsh,
so,
okay.
So they wanted that timeout, try to rest up, get a good last push here, and
Mansfield's going to take the face off. O'Connor takes a shot, blocked. Still staying with the puck, goes all the way to the far wall, now into the corner. 1:24 to go. Nick Hadley couldn't control it behind the net, and now it's cleared out. Trinity coming in. Manning tries to leave it there from Reese, couldn't do it. Turnover. Breakout pass there by O'Connor, couldn't get it to Nick Hadley. Trinity turns it around, fires it back into Bedford end. Whistle for icing. It's 1:03 remaining on the clock, and the faceoff comes back in the Trinity end.
Yeah, that was so close. Nick Hadley, he's saying it to his teammates right now too. Just missed that chance to chip that puck, and he was off to the races there. So 1:03, offensive zone faceoff. We're going to see Peltak versus Lobdell again. Peltak's a very good faceoff. Oh no, looks like Manning's going to take the faceoff. Checking some equipment with the goaltender Lubelczyk. So Manning's going to take the face-off on his strong side and wins it back.
And it is fired out of the zone momentarily, but held in.
There's going to be a hand pass by Bedford in this case. So now the face-off's going to come down to the offensive zone. Looks like it was played with a hand, and we're going to have Lobdell. Now Lobdell, it looks like, in Peltak.
58.8 seconds remaining in regulation. Like you said, Lobdell versus Peltak. Puck is loose in the face-off circle, but held in at the point by Trinity. Cam Hadley trying to get it out. Now Lobdell backhands it. And he gets it up to Thornton down the wall. 1-on-2. Thornton trying to put on the brakes. Drop it there for O'Toole. Oh. Now Lobdell had a shot. That went wide. Puck behind the net. Oh, another rebound shot. Oh, still loose in the crease. Who came up with it? Oh, Lubelczyk did. What an opportunity for Bedford. O'Toole, Thornton, Lobdell all had shots on goal. Lubelczyk just squirming around trying to find that puck. Somehow he lays on it and gets a save with 33 seconds to go.
I'm not sure if he made the save. I feel like Walsh might have made the save in the crease, but didn't cover the puck. But then Lubelczyk just fell on it. I'm not sure he actually made the save. He was scrambling all over that crease and ended up on his back on top of the puck. not the position you want to be as a goaltender in that spot.
That's the worst position. Icing on Trinity. Faceoff comes back into the Pioneer end to the right of Lubelczyk. 26.7 seconds to go. All tied up at 2 apiece. Javin Mansfield taking this face-off. He gets it to Thornton. Puck is lost now. Here comes Maurice skating in. Gets it across. Shot. Save. Oh, what a great save there by Shadnet on Manning. That was the recipient of the Maurice pass.
Yeah, there was a turnover there on the blue line there. Cam Hadley, he knows it right now. He's very thankful for the save there by Chandonnet, but that was just a turnover at the blue line. So Maurice came in with some speed. Manning's in there with speed, and they got a good quality scoring chance.
16 seconds to go. O'Toole breaking out for Bedford, tries to get around his man. Still with the puck. Behind the net, tries to get it to Mansfield. Broken up by Trinity, and here they come right back. Backhand blocked by Muir, and that's going to do it. Walsh tried to get it to his teammate, couldn't do it, and we are heading to overtime.
We are heading to overtime. Walsh came over there, and you could hear his bench yelling for him to shoot the puck, knowing that there was just a few seconds left. He was kind of coming in off his offside and just had to throw the puck at the net, and he wasn't able to do it. So big saves by both goaltenders there to keep this game tied, and we're going to get some overtime action here. And at least we know one thing. Bedford is 1-0 in overtime games so far this year. They did this against Hanover, and we'll see if they can make it 2-0 after this.
Now, what are the rules for overtime in the Stone tournament? Is it a 5-minute overtime?
5-minute overtime. It's
Can we go to a shootout after?
I don't think so. I think it ends in a tie. I don't think there's a shootout. I don't know. Is the rule book, does that say anything?
There is a page of rules in there somewhere.
All right, let's see if we can find that for everyone.
In the meantime, we've got about a 2-minute break here. Let teams catch their breath a little bit.
So a 5-minute sudden death overtime period will be played 4-on-4. If the game remains tied, a 3-man alternating shootout will take place.
So we will have a shootout.
We will have a shootout if this 4-on-4 5-minute sudden death doesn't end in a goal.
One way or the other, we're going to have a winner in this game.
We sure will. And it'll be exciting here for sure. 4-on-4 will open up this ice. Again, smaller ice surface here at JFK, but that'll open it up quite a bit for those skilled players to come out and see if they can make something happen.
So what do you think teams get out of this tournament? I mean, it's very intense. You've got 4 games in 4 days.
Yep.
Or at least 3 games in 3 days, and 4 if you make it into the final game. In a regular season, you usually don't play that often.
Right.
And these games don't count in the standings, but they're very intense. There's certainly no lack of competition here. Both teams going all out to win these games, even though they really don't matter in the standings.
Yeah, they don't matter in the standings, but they do matter for coaches to see what they have for a team, right? I mean, you got a few games before at the beginning of the year, and you're trying to feel out a team. But when you get into 4 games in 4 days, or you start to see a little bit more of what you have, and you're able to make some moves there with a little less consequence, right? So if you want to try something out, you have a little less consequence. You're not losing a state game. You're losing a Christmas tournament game if that chance doesn't pay off. So I think the coaching staffs get a lot of looks at their players. They get a lot of understanding of what's going to happen here, and you get situations like this.
You're getting a good look at Chadney in this particular situation. You got to look at Johnson yesterday.
Yeah, so you get to see all your goaltenders and see what they bring. And again, it's all about from a coaching staff perspective. I'm sure they're looking for compete. Who's competing out there? Who's pushing hard? And everybody's getting their shot in these spots. So
well, Chadnet's definitely showing what he's got in this game.
Yeah, he's played really well. He's been a part of this program for a long time, and he's getting his chance today. And he's played spectacular. Those 2 shots that Maurice took just beat him on the glove side high. Those were lasers, and those are tough to stop no matter who the goaltender is.
Well, they're going to stay going in the same direction. Bedford going from left to right. And here we go, 5-minute overtime, 4-on-4. Palmer with the puck. Brings it over the blue line. Waits. Fires it high off the goal post. Now from the point, score, rebound.
That's going to be
Or a
Maurice's
deflection,
hat
I should say. Trinity wins just 14 seconds into the overtime. The shot off the post, the rebound from the point, and a deflection in the slot gets by Shadnet.
That deflection in the slot there, it looks like Maurice is going to get the hat trick. I believe he's the one that deflected that shot coming back in. So he'll have a hat trick in this game, scoring all three, beating Bedford 3-2. Again, just unlucky. That shot hit the post again, but it just kicked right back to Trinity. That puck went right back in on Chandonet, and he had no chance to make that save. Nothing he can do.
So overtime was a short matter here, just 14 seconds. Bang, bang sequence there of a shot off the post, a shot from the point, and a deflection.
Pretty sure.
Palmer is the one with the deflection.
Interesting. Walsh gets the assist, and again, we talked about that line. That's the line to watch here at Trinity. That Palmer, Kinsella, Maurice line. They're one to watch out for in the state this year for sure.
Well, we're going to wrap up here real quick and remind you we'll be back on the air tomorrow around 6 o'clock. Boys basketball from the Queen City Invitational against Salem. That, like I said, that starts around 6 o'clock in Memorial High School. Andrew Fenna on camera, Bill Jennings on graphics. Jason Bergeron, thank you again for joining us for this broadcast. Your final, Trinity 3, Bedford 2. You've been watching and listening to Bedford Hockey on BCTV and Bedford 105.1.